Greetings, guys. Welcome. Happy Tuesday evening. And I'm Fancy, the award winning editor in chief of Swagger Magazine. And I'm hopping on today because I wanted to let you all know, to make certain that you all know that we are coming to Houston, not Houston. Oh my goodness, y'all. So I was talking to somebody about Houston just a minute ago, but we're coming to Dallas. So we're coming to Dallas, Texas this month for the Herpreneur Experience. And I wanted to connect with other business owners there, but also we're hosting a live production of CEO Chatter. So if you're a business owner and you're interested in getting more exposure for your business, then this is a great opportunity because it gives you the opportunity to be on CEO Chatter Live, which is a business podcast. CEO Chatter Live is where I say business and life intersect. So I interview different entrepreneurs about their businesses, upcoming events, upcoming lunches, different things like that. And of course, I also get into some of their business. We discuss their entrepreneurial journey, their struggles or their challenges, or we may be discussing something else, but they always provide some sort of tips that you all can actually put into action. That's what I try to make certain that I do with this platform. Um, Always, even as CEO Chatter Live is a part of Swagger Magazine, but with everything that we do, we're always trying to continue to educate you guys. So I appreciate you all for hopping on. If you don't mind, in the comments, you all can let me know where you're tuned in from, and I can tell you more about CEO Chatter Live and just what it is that we're planning to do. So, um, of course, as I just said, it is a podcast. I've been podcasting. I've been podcasting for about 3 years, but CEO Chatter Live originally started out as a blog on swaggeronline.com, and it was a business blog. It still is a business blog. I also do a newsletter that accompanies it. And so, with the whole CEO Chatter segment, the blog, the newsletter, the podcast, everything is about empowering other Black owned business owners or Black owned businesses. Um, so in the past, I've interviewed Dr. Kamika Smith from the Boss Network. The other day, I just interviewed Dr. Nikki Ziegler. That was a really good interview, even though it is a business podcast. She and I really got to touch on faith a lot, because as I said, it's where business and life intersect. And then I'm trying to think of some other people that I've interviewed in the past. Um, wow, it was seems like I don't know this off the top of my head. Okay, so I have interviewed Precious Williams, the Killer Pitch Master. You all have probably seen her on TV. I know she was recently on another show. Yes, there is a link to purchase. If you're interested in purchasing the package, let me grab that for you. The thing is, some people have told me that the link is not working for them, and I'm not exactly certain. They haven't shared exactly how the link isn't working for them. So that's the reason why I don't have the link there. But if you were to email us, then you can contact us and we'll send you over an invoice via Square. And the packages are $250. It's a 30-minute interview. You get 7 placements from it. So placements are like everywhere that the podcast is going. And actually, I just added on 2 more placements. So when we do the broadcast, well, when we're actually recording the podcast, that is a live interview, and it streams live to our Facebook page, the Swagger Magazine Facebook page, my LinkedIn page, and then it also streams to the YouTube page for Swagger Magazine as well, right? So that's already 3 placements, and those stay up forever. And then from there, we also take the replay and use it as a broadcast on the podcasting platforms. So you already have those 3 placements, but now you also get placement on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Um, and then we take those replays and the video from YouTube, and we also place it on the website. So you get the swaggeronline.com placement as well. So on there, it's more of a write-up, but then the interview is also embedded in there. So you can watch the whole interview. They can get the replay there. And then I just submitted the podcast for iHeartRadio and what was the other one? An Avalon podcast. So in all, that's a total of 9 placements, guys. I don't know like how you can purchase 9 placements anywhere else for $250, but it is really a good deal. Of course, now that means that you get 9 links from all the different placements. Originally on the invoice it's going to say 7, but since we just added those other 2, it may actually be 9, because it's gonna, the podcast will appear in those on those platforms as well. And then you can add all of those links to your website. You can add them to your media kit. You can share them across your social media. You have enough links to share for a month. If you do them like one a week, you actually have 2 months, because that's 9 links. As I said, it's normally 8 weeks in a month. So you could share like you just had another interview every week if you wanted to, if you were strategic about it. So those are just, some of the benefits of being on the podcast. Of course, podcasts help you to establish more credibility for yourself and for your brand. Usually when people hear you on a podcast, they're going to think, oh, this is the expert, this person knows what they're talking about. And while I normally don't send out the questions for the podcast ahead of time, because I like for the answers to be authentic. But if you're one of those who's new to doing interviews, or you're a little nervous about it, we can have the questions wrote out ahead of time. And of course, I'm going to look at your bio, and that kind of helps me determine what we should be speaking about. If there's anything that I think might be kind of complicated, or I think that you're going to have to, like I remember when I interviewed a guest in the past, and she was sharing tips for partnerships. And so she actually had those tips kind of wrote out ahead of time. And then we just, because she knew that I was going to ask about that, so she had it wrote out so that it wouldn't take her as long to explain it. So that's something that I would suggest, if you're one of those people, that it may take you a long time to explain something. I know personally I can be really wordy. So even for me, but I don't normally ask for my questions ahead of time, just because I like to make certain my answers are authentic as well. But if they send them out, then of course I'm going to go ahead and prepare. So that's just kind of, use it, don't use it. But the overall thing is we are coming to Dallas for the Herpreneur Experience. I'm really looking forward to it. And the dates are, if we're going to be there from April the 20th to April the 24th, but the interview dates will actually be arriving on April 19th. And then the day for interviews is that Thursday. That's going to be April the 19th. Then on April the 20th, we'll be spending our time. We'll be covering all of the Herpreneur Experience. If you all aren't familiar with the Herpreneur Experience, it is presented by the Herpreneur Network and Dr. Nikki Ziegler. You guys can definitely check them out. I'm just going to drop their banners right quick, because like I said, Dr. Nikki was just on the show yesterday. So their website is theherpreneurnetwork.com. And you can go on there and get your tickets if you're interested in attending the weekend. It's going to be really big. I would definitely suggest you watch the replay that Dr. Nikki and I did yesterday, and you can see who all of the attendees are going to be. But then if you're not one of those that like to sit and watch something, and you're more of the type that want to listen, then that replay will be dropping on Friday. So you guys can listen to that on whatever your favorite podcasting platform is, and be informed about what is going on, because this is going to be a good event. I know this is something that people are going to be talking about for a while. So I'm trying to let y'all in, give y'all the scoop on where y'all need to be this month. So again, while we're in Dallas, we will be offering CEO Chatter Live interviews on the podcast. We will be in a recording studio. So that's the reason why this is a special package, and it's priced a little bit higher, but it's not overly expensive. I mean, it's $250. The regular podcast price is $125 if you do the virtual interview. And I do still have openings for virtual interviews if anybody is interested. I'm always booking new shows. And the podcast, normally I broadcast every Monday at 12 p.m. I do also offer some Friday slots if anybody's available on a Friday as opposed to a Monday. So those are my 2 days. On Friday it's my social Friday, so that's the other reason why I record on that day as well, because it just kind of makes certain that we're being seen. But did you all have any questions for me about the podcast, about the interviews? You don't have to be whereas for this issue that we're working on right now, it's more for women of faith business owners. So I, for that one, I was like, well, make sure you have like a clean, family friendly business, but you can get a little risque with the podcast because I like to have fun on there. Let's see. Deja said, do you offer opportunities for brands to be featured in or on the cover of the magazine? Deja, we do. We have advertisement options for, like, you can get a we have the back cover available for sale still for the issue that we're working on right now. And then these are, I'm trying to find some ads that I can show you guys. I kind of shared this the other day, but this is like a full page ad on this page here. Because we only do full page ads now. We don't offer the smaller ads, but we do also offer digital marketing packages. Like if you like to get a banner on a website, that's a great opportunity for business owners. And when you get that banner on the website, you also get social media marketing with that. You also get social media marketing with these ads too. We give you 2 free months of that. So that means when I say social media marketing, that means that we're going to post about you once every week on our across our social media outlets. So that's our Instagram, our Facebook. I think they also roll over to LinkedIn, and I know that they roll over to Twitter, but our most active places is Instagram and Facebook. Okay, and Jermel is saying email us now for back cover and inside. Front cover is open. Advertise at swagger.net. Let me also put the banner back up for those who are trying to contact us directly. I was trying to find some more ads to show y'all. Here's the theories and thoughts ad that we had in this issue. Like for us, I know a lot of magazines kind of focus on they may be bogged down with ads. That's not our thing, because for me, it's about the content. Of course, the ads are good. That's how we make our money. That's how we're able to produce the magazine. So we always need that support. But I try to make certain that the content is solid, that we have more than just interviews, because I oftentimes see that too. Like it's just flip page, but everything is just another person, another interview. And we don't do that. So we have other content, other articles, whether that be about events, different brands, reviews, just different lifestyle things. We try to make certain that we have a good balance of content and ads along the throughout the issue. But what other questions do you all have? And I hope I answered your question, Deja. But you can always reach out to us at email at advertise at swagger.net if you like, to continue the conversation, or you can drop your other question here if you still have them. Okay, great. Thank you. She said, yes, you did. Thank you. Okay. Did anybody else have any questions for me while I'm on? Y'all know I don't normally be on this late anymore. And now that we don't do theories and thoughts anymore, it's very rare if you see me after 5 o'clock. But I was like, I don't feel like I'm promoting us coming to Dallas enough, and I want to make certain that we have some people lined up for Dallas. The crazy thing is, I've been while I've been promoting Dallas, though not enough, I've had more people ask about the virtual interviews, but those are still just as good. I do always do a little asset after the interviews that's like a video clip, and we make it into a reel, and that's how we promote the interview across our network. But then we also can sponsor the post on Facebook so that it gets more reach and more views there. There's also options to sponsor, or like to boost it on YouTube, but we haven't really tried that yet. But we do sponsor posts on or boost ads on Facebook. Okay, Jermel wants me to let y'all know this. I'm sorry, because if this issue is not for you, we have another issue upcoming in the next few months, so you can secure your spot for that. Email us at advertise@swagger.net. Yes, we do have another issue that we're working on. The following issue, we have quite a few issues in the work. Like we got some great cover stories. I'm excited about it. We have been kind of having an issue with finding cover stories, and that's the reason why I had started putting myself on the cover. Just because I knew that I would promote it. Of course, we're gonna promote our stuff like ain't nobody else gonna promote it, So Yeah, okay, let me see. There's another question. Where are you based? I've been following Swagger for a while now, and I'm super impressed. Thank you, Deja. So I'm actually in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and that's where we started. We were in Atlanta for like 2 years, from 2014 to 2016, or yeah, 2014 to 2016, and then I came back to Baton Rouge again. So but the magazine is a national magazine, and as you all see, we actually have international um viewers on this page a lot of the times, but we haven't just had any orders for out of the country just yet, but we know that we have an international viewing. Thank you, thank you. She said I'm following all issues. Okay. Any other questions for those who came in late? We were discussing the fact that we're going to be in Dallas for the Herpreneur experience this month. We're going to be in Dallas. I said from the 20th, but if we get more bookings, then we'll actually be coming in on the 19th to the 24th. And on the 20th, that's the day for recording the CEO Chatter Live podcast. If anybody is interested in purchasing one of those interviews, they are $250. It's a 30-minute interview. You get a total of 9 placements, and I went through the placements earlier. You can catch the replay to see where all the interviews will be placed, but it is all of the major podcasting platforms. And as I suggested, if you're smart, then you can hold on and share one placement per week in your stories or across your social media network, and it just looks like, oh, you have been really moving, but it's the same interview, but it's just the fact that it's going to be placed on like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and is that all of them? I think that's all of them. And then, of course, as I mentioned, swaggeronline.com, then the Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So that's how we got a total of 9 placements. And Jarmel dropped the link in the comments, guys, if you all are interested in that. And then we still have 2 full page opportunities in our upcoming digital issue, which is the Women of Faith issue. If anybody is interested in that, those full page ads are $200. You can email us if you're interested, and we do design the ad for you, so you get a free design, and you'll get a cover page, a tear page from that you can use whenever, like if you just want to use it across social media or whatever. But it also comes with social media marketing as well, and that banner on the website, and you also get placement within the newsletter. So we give you all like a lot of opportunities to be seen, a lot of opportunities for visibility. I was trying to think if there was anything else I needed to include. We definitely invite you to check out the website. You can always do that for free. That's swaggeronline.com. We do post new content daily. And we've changed, well, we recently moved our platform. So it's no longer allowing the post to just transfer over to the page, to populate on the page. So if you're not seeing the post like normal, then definitely go to the website, because there is new stuff being shared there. And then this is the last issue that we did, the healing issue. And just to kind of show y'all, like, this is a back cover. So this is these are back covers as far as like what Jarmel is saying is still available. This is an inside cover. We used it for a theories and thoughts ad in this issue. Let me see what we have on this one. Oh, we used it for a theories and thoughts ad in that one too. So apparently we were really promoting theories and thoughts. But yeah, I think that's kind of everything that I wanted to share. I don't know if you all have any questions now. If not, I'm going to be preparing to log off. But I appreciate you all for hopping on and taking the time to watch the broadcast, and also learning more about us. I'm trying to make certain that I'm consciously doing this, like, at least once a week, and I have been getting pretty good at it, if I may say so myself. I'm kind of starting to enjoy going live and just kind of, seeing who's out there, connecting with you guys, learning more about the things that interest you all. Thank you, Deja. We'll be on the lookout for it. That email goes to Skylar, but if it's anything that I need to step in, or Jarmel, then she'll definitely let us know. But we'll be on the lookout, to hear if you emailed or not. And yeah. So peace and blessings, y'all. Enjoy your Tuesday evening. Have fun. Get some rest. That's what I'm about to do. Normally I'm asleep by 8 o'clock. So I'm happy to be able to do that again now, because at one point my daughter was working and it was like I wasn't able to go to bed at 8 o'clock. And that has been really, I'm a 4 o'clock in the morning person. I probably should start going live in the morning. I don't know how many people I might actually catch up, but that's when I'm most energetic. Catch me in the evening, I'm just like, oh my God, like, are we really doing this right now? So that's just me. But yeah, again, peace and blessings, y'all. Have a great evening. Let us know if you have any questions about the ad sales or CEO Chatter Live, the podcast.